let's just put it this way. I fell asleep during this movie 3 times, and each time I woke up, I understood what was going on. I'm probably going to have the unpopular opinion here. Welcome to Rover Reviews. I'm Chase Lee. I'm here to review The Rover. This is from writer-director David Michod. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's probably not pronounced like that. I probably just butchered the hell out of his last name. So comment below on how stupid I am. Anyways, he wrote and directed a movie called The Animal Kingdom, which got a lot of Oscar buzz back in 2010. That pretty much put him on the map. His filmography is very independent based, which is fine. But I think The Animal Kingdom was like the first one that elevated him to that status in Hollywood, if you will. And so basically, this movie is about a global economic collapse. For 10 years. And you have this ex-soldier played by Guy Pearce, who's basically driving around, stops somewhere, goes inside of a building, and his car gets stolen. And along the way, he meets Robert Pattinson. That's your movie. And here's the thing. There's many positive aspects about this movie. I didn't really care for this movie overall. I'm going to be upfront about this. This movie is produced and distributed by A24, who I am a huge fan of. I mean, these are the guys that they did Spring Breakers. I didn't really care for that one. Whoops. It's Spectacular Now. That was a fantastic movie last year. I'm blanking. What else has A24 done? Oh, yeah, they did Under the Skin. Like, they know how to pick and choose, their movies. It's incredible. Their slate is just very good. The Rover, I just didn't really care for. And I know a lot of people are going to like this movie a lot. Because like I said, there's plenty of positive aspects about this. The one thing I didn't really care for. Now listen, I am all for subtlety. And I'm all for, smaller is better. And you don't really have to explain much. You can see it in the character's face and eyes and performance. But I would have liked to know a little bit more about the characters and backstory in this one. Like I said, I fell asleep a few times because it was boring. It was straight up boring in some parts. And I fell asleep, woke up, and I still understood what was going on. Because it didn't really describe much. It was pretty much like, you put Guy Pearce in this situation, Robert Pattinson in this situation, and, that's that. And they have, minor details to their character, but that's it. They don't really explore anything. I understand what you're going for, and I understand you want to show, the moral decay and, just the apocalyptic feel of this world and how violent we've become. That's fine. I'm all for those movies. I just would have liked to know a little bit more about the economic collapse, the characters, and a little bit more just substance, I guess. So, with that being said, the directing in this I actually really liked. I like the tone and overall feel of this movie. It's very post-apocalyptic, very dreary, very gray, just bare. And I like that. It was actually shot really well. The tone was consistent throughout the entire thing. So the directing I really, really liked. I really liked David Michod. Probably mispronounced that once again. I liked the overall feel and the tone of this movie. I thought it was perfect. It's just the story I thought lacked a lot. And I understand that you can do subtle things in the actors' faces and eyes, and you can tell a lot. And there was a lot of moments where both Guy Pearce and Robert Pattinson's performances displayed that. I just want a little bit more story. I'm a story stickler. That sounds like a really terrible comic book character, but I am. I like me some story. And to be quite frank, I am all for movies with little dialogue. I love those movies. But this needed a little bit more. Just a little bit or something. The first 30 minutes hooked me in. I was in. Tapered off after that. Because I didn't care because it didn't really go anywhere after that. Beyond the first 30 minutes, it just kind of coasted for the next hour until basically Guy Pearce got his car back and got revenge, and yeah, it just shows the moral code of these characters. That's about it. And so, yeah, overall tone's great. It's just the story is just the substance, man. The substance. So the acting. Guy Pearce is always awesome. No complaints there. So you're probably wondering how Robert Pattinson did. Well, he plays a Southern hick in this, and he's not a Southern hick in real life. I think he pulled it off. I actually dug his performance, and his character had like some type of a mental issue, I think, or I believe, I don't know. Doesn't really explain much. I'm assuming he had like some type of mental disability, because like he would kind of like not stutter, but like pause in between words, like, and kind of like move his face like that. So his character was interesting. I thought he did a good job. Scoot McNairy is also in it. Scoot McNairy always has like that name that reminds me of like a spokesperson for like a 1990s like skateboard or like product. Like, come check out this rad new skateboard, y'all. You can ride in the neighborhood, and it's endorsed by Scoot McNairy. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense, but yeah, Scoot McNairy is always awesome. He's always in a lot of smaller roles in a lot of movies, and he's in a small role in this one too. Well, kind of, but it's mainly about Guy Pearce and Robert Pattinson, which they both did, I thought, a fantastic job. The cinematography, like I said, is gorgeous. It's very bleak, very wide shots, very still shots, just showing the bare waste of planet Earth, basically. And like I said, it was shot very, very, very well. And it was shot in Australia, like in probably the desert or whatnot. And like I said, the cinematography is fine. It's not. It's the story, guys. It's the story and the characters. That's it. Editing wise, okay. So this is where I have no complaint. I mean, obviously, I told you guys it was kind of boring to me. It could have sped it up just a little bit by just adding more to the story, I guess. I just thought it was boring after the first 30 minutes. I thought the first 30 minutes were riveting. I was like hooked in. But I just didn't really care for anything that was happening after that, just because nothing really progressed in terms of like story and stuff for me. So editing wise, it did its job within the first 30 minutes, but after that, not at all. The music. I really, really, really loved the music. That thing was just throughout the whole movie exciting to hear. It was like a mixture of like despair, death, cowboys, and those are like the three things. It was like it mixed all those together, like westerny just despair. It was great. It was all original music too, and I really, really dug the music to this movie. However, the story and the character development and the lack of it just really just made me kind of angry. Just didn't really care for it, and I'm sorry to bring that down, but like I said, there are a lot of positives to it, but that's just me though. Maybe I should watch it again in the future, give it a second time try, but as of right now, I gotta give it a 4 out of 10. It's just not for me. One of the weakest A24 releases, in my opinion. Spring Breaker still takes that title. Didn't really care for that one either, but that one's a little lower. Rover, it's just I'll forget about it in a couple months. We'll just put it that way. So what did you guys think of the Rover? Because I'm pretty sure everyone disagrees with me. Comment that place, rub on my face, and let me know. And as always, thanks for watching Rover Reviews. I'm Chase Lee, and I will see you guys for whatever I review next. See you guys later.